Namaskar. We are going to see the glimpse of, in fact, Dasbodh through 108 Ovis collected by my Sadguru Swami Madhavnath in the Dasbodh Nityapath. These are the Ovis which are the characteristics and attributes that we have to inculcate in our life. That should become our habit. Okay? So let us see what are those qualities. आत्मनिवेदनाचे लक्षण आधी पाहावे मी कोण मग परमात्मा तो निर्गुण तो ओळखावा 78 इट इज टेकन फ्रॉम 8th दशक 8th समास अँड 13th ओवी आत्मनिवेदनाचे लक्षण मीन्स यू सी निवेदन मीन्स व्हॉट अ रिक्वेस्ट वी आर रिक्वेस्टिंग द गॉड who is infinite God inside and outside, the infinite soul, and we are a tiny soul. Our tiny soul is requesting, please, God, help me to become merged with you for all the times. You should help me, God, to make each of my moment, each of my pulse beat and heartbeat and heartbeat and inhalation and exhalation and thought process, everything being offered as a service to you. Make my each moment work is worship. That is Atmanivedan. And what are the characteristics of that? If we are offering service to God, then how should we realize? It is like this. You see, we try to know ourselves. Adi pahave mi kon. We try to know ourselves. And we try to see the reflection of ours in everything and everything in us, and God in everything in God. And then what happens that we feel, oh, I did that work. When did it ended? I didn't know. I was so much engrossed in that work. At that time, such a beautiful painting, such a beautiful song, such a beautiful poem I have written. Oh, I cooked so well today. I could finish my studies within an hour, which generally used to take 5 to 6 hours. I went into the garden. I saw a lot of butterflies today. How did it happen? I mean, that is the way God makes you realize His presence. There are certain cases where even negative things also happen, but we realize that, oh, it has happened because of that, and it is the reason. If somebody is 100 years old, that person, if he dies, okay, he was age old and that's why he has expired. May his soul rest in peace. So after that we realize that he lived 100 years of his life. He did so many good things and all those things. आत्मनिवेदनाचे लक्षण आधी पाहावे मी कोण. We try to understand what exactly is life. मग परमात्मा तो निर्गुण तो ओळखावा 78. You see, we try to understand what is life, why we are born. 100 years ago we were not there. 100 years later we will not be there. Swami Vivekananda used to say. So we are born after 8.4 million births as a human being. Why we are born? To realize self-realization, self-enlightenment, to become merged with the God, to become Yogi, to become Bhakt. And to realize at each moment that, oh yes, God is there everywhere and we are offering everything at His feet. Even not only me, but even Prithvi Mata, means Mother Earth, the sun, these Panchat Mahabhuta, sky, water, air, plasma state of sun, Akash means everything, they are also Nimitta Matra. They are also born for certain purpose. We are also born for certain purpose. Like they have the purpose, we also have the purpose. Try to understand what is that purpose and then live for that purpose. To self-realize, to help people self-realize, and living a very good life, helping others to live a good life. That is our purpose. And then live such a life. Implement immediately. मग परमात्मा निर्गुण तो ओळखा. Once you realize this, then you understand, oh, this God has created everything, and I also come to know that God has created everything including myself, and each of my cell is also living. There are billions of cells, they are dying, living and dying in my body and every other body. There are 37.2 trillion cells in each human body. So every day billions of cells are replaced. So each cell is also living for a cause. Because they are living, that is where we are, that is why our body is living, that is where we are living, and that is why we are talking. Thanks to them. Thanks to God. Thanks to make us realize all these things. Thanks to make us alert, awake, conscious. Thanks to make us self-realized, self-enlightened for a moment at least. Then we can increase those moments of consciousness, self-realization, self-enlightenment. That is the purpose we are living. Then once we realize for a moment, then we start realizing is forever 24/7 with each pulse beat, with each heartbeat, with each inhalation, thought process, and every phase, and every walk of life, at every place. In every walk of life that God exists, we understand that. Okay, let's go ahead. सोहमात्मा स्वानंद घन अजन्मा तो तुझी जाण हेची साधूचे वचन सुदृढ धरावे. 79. 8th दशक, 8th समास, 33rd OE. That 87-year-old person who came to Swamiji, he said, as there was an accident, there is one, it happened really. He said that at the age of 29, he lost the car, his car was stolen, and then he lost the faith on God. So then at 87 he came and he said that he didn't believe God is there because he lost the car. What if you think exactly opposite? Your car was lost because you could have committed accident, you would have died 50 years ago, 58 years ago, because 87, 29. So God has saved you. Oh, then he started crying and he said, okay, then how to recover those 58 years? So which God you believe? He said Ram. Then he put poster of Ram here, here, here on the 4 walls, and even up also he stick it so that he can see God 24/7. Because in older age you get lesser sleep, no? So he started thinking about God, Lord Rama, always chanting, Ram Raksha, Ram Ram Ram, and Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram, whatever it may be. And then when he was saying like that, he started crying. There was a 2-3-year-old kid. I was there. I was 15 years old, for example, at that time. After 3 years he came. It happened, and then after the pravachan and meditation and all those things, he asked our Sadguru Swamiji, I want to say something, he said. And then he said that I feel that in 3 years I have fulfilled whatever I lost in 58 years. I am feeling a fulfilled life. I feel that I have recovered those 58 years, those I lost. Beautiful. So that grandfather gave us a live example that if we devote our life, then definitely we can live a good life. Because he said now he is already 87, he has less time left. In fact, nobody is guaranteed to live next moment. So he should devote completely towards God, his life. So then below that, all the Rama's photo, Lord Rama's photo, he put down this Ovis, Sohamatma Swanandagana, Janmatu Tuchizana, Hechi Sadhu Sevachana Sudurdanami. And he lived a very beautiful life. Later on, then I left Pune, and then now I am not in touch with that grandfather, because at that time phones and all those things were not there. Nowadays everybody has phone and can keep their phones and all those things are. But this is very important. Soham Atma, Sahaham, that Atma, Swanandagana, Atma is me, that Ajanma Paramatma is me. And this is the direction and guidance of each sadhu, each sadguru, each God, each good person in every religion. You are part of that infinite soul of God. It is pure, you are also pure. If you live a pure life, थिंबुडा सागरी बुडाला अवघा मिळून एकची झाला देहातीत वस्तू. Once your soul becomes pure and your pure soul merges with the infinite soul of God, then how can you live your bodily life? Then that pure life is lived by the Paramatma through your body. You become a Nimitta Matra. You become as Nimitta Matra. Nimitta Matra means you are just a representative of God, like Mother Earth, like the sky, like the sun. But you have to continue to follow the good path, righteous path, not the bad path. You have to inculcate good qualities, do good deeds, good manners, live good, follow all the rules and regulations, live fully ethical life, follow our moral values. Unlike all those who are devoting their lives for the war and all those things, we have decided that we'll live a good life, we'll devote our life towards God. Whatever work has come to us, assigned to us, we'll do it with purity, with pious mind only we'll do these things. Then what a beautiful life that becomes. Then Anandavan Bhuvan, Swanandabodh Patan, Ram Rajya, even we can achieve sustainable development goals and supreme development goals, and we have a golden chance to achieve that. Again I am saying, there was never a situation where more than 5 billion people are literate in the whole human civilization till date. We have a golden chance to achieve sustainable development goals till 2030, maybe 2035. We should do that. Sohamatma Swanandagana Janmato Tuchi Zana Hechi Sadhuce Vachan Sududhara. If we do with such a pure mind, then we can achieve that. We can achieve supreme development goals, maybe on Mother Earth, Moon, Mars and beyond, wherever humans may go. सदा स्वरूपानुसंधान हे मुख्य साधूचं लक्षण. अजनी असो ना आपण जना वेगळा. 8th दशक, 9th समास, 9th Ovi. All the times he is engrossed in the infinite self of God. This is the only biggest quality of any sadhu, any sannyasi, any godly person who is living in unison with the God, as a yogi, as a bhakta. He lives with all the general people, common man. He lives like a common man only, but he always lives as detached life as the sapota seed is there. It is detached from everything. It lives inside the fruit, but it is always unattached to everything. Like God has created everything, then we do certain work and then, oh, how beautiful that has been done, as we saw. How beautiful drawing I did it. How beautiful things that happened. How good I sang. Then you forget. Like that God created everything and then he forgot. परमेश्वरास ओळखिले आपण कोणसे कळले आत्मनिवेदन झाले म्हणिजे बरे. 81st. It is taken from 10th chapter of Gita, 8th Samas and 22nd verse. If we understand the God, or once we understand in fact the God, and then once we understand who we are, then Atmanivedan, then we have become devoted to God, we have become surrendered to God, we have surrendered everything to God. That is better. Then live a very good life, beautiful life. Maniche bare means it is okay then. Then you don't have to do anything else. Just keep your habit running. This becomes your habit to live with God, offering everything at the feet of God. With each pulse beat, heartbeat, you are living for the God throughout your life. Beautiful. ब्रह्मांड कोणे केले कासे याचे उभारले मुख्य कर्त्यास ओळखिले म्हणिजे बरे. 82nd. 10th दशक, 8th समास, 23rd Ovi. Brahmanda, this universe, who has created? With which material it has been created? मुख्य कर्त्यास ओळखिले म्हणिजे बरे. Just now we saw that he has created everything and then he forgot. Oh, I created it. Then there is, a concept is there in Upanishads and Vedas and so many places. You will see that nothing was there, then Omkar Dhwani was there, then Hiranyagarbha was created, Prakriti was created, then all the matter came into being and all those things. Again it is going to be merged into the infinite soul of God, again it will be created. Then that cycle of creation, destruction is always there. Something like that you will see everywhere. So who is creating that? That Paramatma. Try to understand it. Try to understand it, he, she, whatever you may say. And live with that energy, that God, that infinite God, forever. Try understand, understand and live with it forever. And that is better life. समर्थ रामदास इज से येथे अनुमान राहिला तरी परमार्थ केला तो वाया गेला आणि प्राणी संशय बुडाला प्रचिती विण 83 10th दशक 8th समास 24th वर्स. If you doubt, your life is wasted. Whatever you do, it goes waste. Then doubt becomes your habit and you lose everything in that habit. So please do not keep the habit of doubting anything. Let us pray to the God, offer prayers to the God. Please let me not doubt you any time in our life. In our lives, in fact. हे परमार्थाचे वर्म लटिके बोले तो अधमा लटिके मानी तो अधम धुमा यथार्थ जाणावा 84 10th दशक 8th समास 25th verse. Now param artha, the ultimate meaning of life is this, whatever I told you. If you feel it is wrong, then you are adama, means you are like a devil. If you think everything is wrong and I am not going to follow it, then you are like a not even devil, you are beyond the devil itself. Don't become a devil, don't follow bad habits, don't do bad things. श्रवण मनन निजध्यास प्रचितीने बाळाता विश्वास रोकडा साक्षात्कार साहस करण्याची न लगे 85th 10th दशक 9th वी 30th वर्स 9th समास 30th ओवी. श्रवण means listen to the discourses of good people who are mostly Advait. Samarth Ramdas is saying mostly Advait pravachan discourses you should listen. Those are devoted to God, not talking fantastic things, only devoted to God, only God's example, only good examples. And then manan means thinking over it, nijadhyas. Then as Swami Vivekananda and even in Upanishad it is said that whatever you think you become, like that you think over it, you make yourself habitual to good things, devoting each pulse beat, heartbeat and each inhalation, exhalation to God, each work to God in each phase and each moment of life. Then prachitine banata vishwas, then you will come to realize how is God, what is God, and how you are becoming unison with the God, how you are becoming yogi, bhakt at all the times. You will realize it. Then the person who is doing this, then he don't have to do rokoda sakshatkar sahasa karnechi na lage. Then he doesn't have to realize God, he doesn't have to really see the darshan of Ram, Vitthal or whatever God he. But they get darshan. Darshan means they come to see the body of, in bodily state the God or Sadguru or maybe Jesus Christ, maybe Ram, maybe Shri Krishna, maybe Devi. They get darshan like that. Darshan means to see in front, in the body form, for example. But he doesn't have to sakshat, he doesn't have to really realize those things, because this self-realization in each work and this is the real realization. He doesn't have to do anything else. That is also very important. Samarth Ramdas is saying, because each moment he is getting sakshatkar. In each work he can see God. Brahmarpanam Brahmavir Brahmagno Brahmanavatam Brahmavatena Gantavyam Brahmakrama Smadhina. At each moment he is realizing that everything is coming from God, everything is happening inside the God, everything, all the mantra, all the words coming from the God, it is getting offered at the feet of God at all the times. Everything is vanished into unseen, and that unseen is also God. So that person has to nothing to do, but he has to remain devoted like this forever. पदार्थ मने काया वाचा मी हा अवघाची देवाचा जड आत्मनिवेदनाचा विचार आहे. 86th 12th दशक 5th समास 16th ओवी. पदार्थ, all the materials and all the things beyond materials, your mind, your body, your vacha, whatever you speak, yourself, your existence, everything is God. जड आत्मनिवेदनाचा विचार आहे. And if you feel that it is not God, then you are at the sthula jada state, then you are materialistic, you are not godly, you are not devoting, you are not devotee, you are not yogi. If you are materialistic, then you will not feel these things. But if you are atmadivedan bhakta, if you are yogi bhakta, then you will always feel, with each thought you will feel that everything is God at all the times. Beautiful. Let us try to live such a beautiful life. ठावची नाही चंचळाचा, तेथे आधी आपण कैसा, निश्चय आत्मनिवेदनाचा विवेक ऐसा. 87th ओवी, 12th दशक, 5th समास, 20th ओवी. ठावची नाही चंचळाचा, that soul is not different from the infinite soul. My soul is not different from the infinite soul. It is part of that infinite soul. If you start believing this, if you are always conscious, alert and awakened for this state of mind, and you are always doing all the work 24/7 with each inhalation, exhalation, and if you are doing everything to God, then that becomes your habit. You start liking these things, and then you become yogi bhakta forever. And once it becomes habit, you know it is hard to break the habit. Why not keep the good habits like this? Whatever I am doing, whatever I am speaking, it is for the God. Those words are coming from God. Those are spoken from this mouth, like I am nimitta matra, like this Mother Earth, like the sun is there. They are also nimitta matra. We are also nimitta matra. Nimitta matra means we have come for this cause, and this is happening to our body. Realize it, continue with this habit, and then what will happen? Then we will realize sohamatma swanandaghana ajanmato tuji jana hechi sadhuche vachana suddhu uddharawe. Let us try to live such a beautiful life. Is the message from Samarth Ramdas. Is the message from my Sadguru, your Sadguru, godly state. We can create such state of mind with us, in our family, everywhere. We can achieve not only sustainable development goals, but we can achieve supreme development goals, like Pasaidan has been, realized. We can create Swanandabodh Patan, Anandavan Bhuvan, where everybody is living, the supreme like devoted to God has been mentioned. Ram Rajya, supreme developed Rajya means the governance, maybe on other Mother Earth, Moon, Mars and beyond, wherever humans may go. Let us try to live such a beautiful life, devoted to God, for good cause, for creating good things at all the times. Let us try to live such a beautiful life. This is the message of Samarth Ramdas. Thank you very much.